Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. It's the start of another amazing week here on the Breakthrough Show Network, and I'm excited to get caught up with you today. Let's do it on an all new episode of Project Joy Live. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. It is September 16th, 2024. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and this is Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at that 9 a.m. Eastern Time hour. At a really exciting weekend, a couple late nights. So, you guys, I can't do it. I can't do it at this point in my life. I'm tired. Um, I don't know. I feel like it takes me longer when I'm up late. It takes me longer to be functional the next day. I'm so tired this morning and my body's like, "Girl, we don't do this regularly." So, but I'm here with you and excited for the episode today. So, why don't we talk about it now in the morning brew? Let's do it. It's your morning joy brew. Let me know what's in your cup this morning. I had a cup, but I actually finished it. I was a good girl and I finished my smoothie before we came on air today. But I had Sunshine Bear cup today, Sunshine Bear. And I have decided, by the way, you guys, let me know what you are drinking this morning. What's in your cup? What are you enjoying today? Enjoying. And also, what is something that's bringing you joy today? As I ramble about my Care Bear corner. So you guys know that things look a little bit differently now. I have my screen back up because I changed my desk around. My office where we live now when we moved back up to Connecticut is a little corner of my room. And before I was like my desk came out from the wall. It's hard to explain unless you really see it, but my desk came out from the wall and I was faced like or my back was to like a corner in here. And so you could see everything that was behind me. You could see my plaque on the wall from White Scholarship Foundation, my moon painting that I had, or my moon collage of all of the paintings I had done for my oracle cards, and then a couple little things. There's a painting that my daughter did, a painting from Brittany. I have my board here, I'm losing words today, my cork board. My cork board with all of my memorabilia, signed things, fun pictures. I have so many things on the board. I did a little story recently where I talked about everything was on there. But I also have my shelf and so my point to this rambling is that you guys used to see everything behind me, and I really didn't see it unless I was looking on camera and could kind of see a little bit behind me. I never really enjoyed it that much. And so I turned my desk around. My desk is against the wall now. Have the screen behind me because I want to make a little bit more room in my house for me to move. So now I get to partake in all of these fun, yummy, wonderful things that are on the walls and on my shelves and things like that. But anyway, so you guys know I love my Care Bears. I have a lot of rainbow things. I have a lot of even my oracle cards that I did are rainbow. And so it's been a theme with me. So I have all my Care Bears and stuff. But so fun fact, and you guys are learning this even before my participants from the The Friendship Paradox. So I have been behind the scenes, as many of you know, editing the Friendship Paradox, which is scheduled to come out. Being very careful about the words I use right now. Scheduled to come out the day after Thanksgiving, and my computer could not handle it. The computer that I had could not handle the workload of the documentary. So I literally had to donate to myself and I bought a brand new computer, which is the one that I'm on here, to stay at my desk and be able to handle the workload of the film, which everybody will learn when I send out the email today of like the holdup of some of the things that we're behind schedule on with the documentary. So this new computer, though, it lights up rainbow when you go to type, which is really cute. And like literally, I'm watching it right now, lights up rainbow. But because it's up on something on my desk, I also had to get an external keyboard and mouse. And of course, I got rainbow. The external keyboard and mouse also light up rainbow. And then I have, my I can't pick it up because I have crystals. He's holding crystals. You guys are gonna be like, we're learning new things today about her. I have my little teddy bear that I got from 90s Con last year. And he's rainbow, and he's sitting over here holding some rainbow crystals. And I have all my Care Bears, and I bring my Care Bear smoothie with me in the morning, and my things light up rainbow. So I am officially, all of this rambling to tell you that I am officially naming this Care Bear Corner. just so you guys know. But it brings me so much joy, and I'm very excited because I also have a new card to hang up here, and everything, that I got yesterday. So I have to tell you guys about that as well. But I want to check in with you guys here this morning. We're just catching up today. I'm going to share with you guys what I did this weekend, catch up with where I'm at in the Big Vegan Flavor book. I'm so excited to share with you about some of the recipes that I've been trying. I promised you guys when I told you about the book that I'm working my way through it, and we've done a few recipes so far. Very excited to tell you about it. So we're going to do that, tell you what I did this weekend, tell you what's coming up this week on the Breakthrough Show Network. And yeah, all the good stuff today. So Miss Nancy's out there. Time for a fresh cup of coffee. That's it. Good morning, Nancy. Good to see you. Having a touch of Santa's white Christmas coffee this morning. That sounds good, actually. Listen, I'm so proud. Right now, Brittany said, having an iced coffee, trying to get in the Connecticut vibe. I have informed Brittany that this is what we do here in Connecticut. Okay. This is what we do. It doesn't matter if there are 2 feet of snow on the ground. You have your iced coffee. You just do it. Okay. So I love that you're getting in the vibe of that now. It doesn't matter the temperature. You have the iced coffee no matter what. Okay. I love it. I love it. Good morning, Kim. Good to see you today. Yes, that is what happened. It was not like I was going, oh, I'm in the market for a new computer this year. No, my old computer could not handle the workload of the film, which is, I jump into things. You guys that have described me as someone who gently pushes you off the cliff, it's because I do it to myself. I don't do anything to y'all that I don't already do to myself. Okay. So, I jump into things. I jumped into this project. I felt the calling. I followed the calling, and my computer couldn't handle it. My computer was like, girl, we don't do this kind of work. So, yeah, it was quick, but I had to have to get it done. Yes, all the rainbows. I will be officially vomiting rainbows on Project Joy. And it brings, like, it's a completely different vibe changing around your office. Everything is rainbow here. It's so beautiful. So take it in. Take it in. Listen. We're starting things this morning is what we're doing. So I'm excited about the show today, you guys. Even though we're just catching up, there's so much joy in that, and we're going to celebrate today by talking about all the amazing things. I have great things to share with you, so let's get into it. A reason to celebrate, and we love to celebrate here on Project Joy Live. In national days today, you guys, y'all know I loved National Avocado let me slow down. I loved National Avocado Day. Today, we're taking it one step further because it's National Guacamole Day. We love some guac around here. Avocados shine as the star of this dip. Lime juice, tomatoes, onions, and seasonings make guacamole a guilt-free addition to any snack or meal. I love guac so much. I didn't used to, but then somebody on the avocado toast, and we put a little guac on there instead of just avocado sometimes. So flavorful. And I love guac on a burrito. I love guac just to dip veggies in. I didn't used to, but I love it now. Let me know if you are a guac fan. But avocados are a superfood. If you guys didn't know, it's packed with good fats and nutrients, along with the fresh taste guac has lime and spice, and it's easy to make. You just literally mash some avocado with some spices and flavors, and boom, guac. Take your avocado to the next level, people. Let me know if you enjoy guac as well. It's also National Working Parents Today. Shout out to all the parents who work. And it says, it says outside the home, but there's so many of us that work at home now. I feel like we need to be honored in this too. But apparently, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, around 61% of families with children have both parents working outside the home, and you almost have to in today's economy. Okay, it's not. It's challenging. It's challenging to make it work. But let me know if you're a working parent today, because we are celebrating you as well. Speaking of parents, it's also National Step Family Day. National Step Family Day on September 16th recognizes all the blended families making it work. Today, we are honoring blended families everywhere by saying thank you for making the world a better place. In the U.S., over 30% of the under 18 population live in a step family environment, also known as a blended family. Parents, siblings, and extended family members work together to create happy, functional environments. Circumstances vary, whether divorce, death in the family, or another event created the step family. The important thing is that they chose to be family. They chose to be family, and I love that today. So happy National Step Family Day. It is also National Play-Doh Day. Anybody love to play with Play-Doh? I love to play with Play-Doh, and I will... Fun fact, I did not allow Play-Doh in my house with my kids for the longest time because we had carpet. And my friends out there who have carpet and children know that a lot of things can happen with carpet, and Play-Doh and carpet are not friends. So it was limited for a while, but they play with Play-Doh now because we no longer have carpet and the world is a better place and the mom is a happier mom. That's what I'll say about that. But I used to love Play-Doh growing up and all the little sets, and I used to love to put the Play-Doh in there and mash the thing down, and it comes out in little, shapes and stuff. I think I had like a Play-Doh pasta maker or something at one time, as an Italian child does. Okay. As one does. It's also, I can get behind this. Now, listen, I know that a lot of people don't really like raisins. I am not one of those people. I love raisins. I don't know why raisins get such a bad rap, why people hate on my oatmeal raisin cookies. I love oatmeal raisin cookies. And I would say this, I would go as far as to say, you just haven't had a good oatmeal raisin cookie. You need, dare I say, a Jessica in your life to make you a delicious oatmeal raisin cookie. And perhaps you wouldn't be so bitter about raisins. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, it's National Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day. One of my favorite things in the world is literally just a piece of cinnamon raisin bread, little butter schmear on there, little butter schmear. Okay, one of my favorite things. It's like it's such a comfort food for me, and it makes me so happy because Simple Needs has a gluten-free version that is absolutely delicious. Simple Needs bread. You guys should go check them out. I am not sponsored, but I'm not afraid to be. Um, and so they have a delicious gluten-free cinnamon raisin bread, and I just every now and then I just love to stick one in the toaster and have a little. So good, so good. But cinnamon raisin bread toasts nicely and pairs with several toppings: homemade apple butter, cream cheese, sliced pears. That all sounds good too. I keep it simple. Little bit of butter on there. It's so delicious. So delicious. So it's National Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day. Let me know if you'll be participating. It is also Mayflower Day. Mayflower Day commemorates the day the ship set sail from Plymouth, England in 1620. On September 16th of 1620, the Mayflower set sail from Plymouth, England with 102 souls on board. These colonists, men, women, children, some seeking fortune, some seeking religious freedom, were later known as pilgrims. The colonists intended to land in Virginia. However, after 66 days at sea, storms and winds blew them off course. After spotting modern-day Cape Cod, the members of the Mayflower intended on exploring the mouth of the Hudson River. However, rough seas continued to plague the ship. They turned back and stayed at Cape Cod. So for the next few weeks, the pilgrims explored Cape Cod and eventually settled on Plymouth for their plantation, which is interesting. That's not that far from here. And apparently you can go, I think I may have gone, I don't know, I may have blocked it out, but I may have gone to Plymouth Rock to see it. From what I can understand, and maybe this is a memory, it's a very small rock. You expect Plymouth Rock to be Plymouth Rock. I don't think it's that. I think it's a little tiny rock now, if I'm not mistaken. So those are our national days today. I really wanted to give a quick honorable mention that tomorrow, because 'tis the season, tomorrow is National Voter Registration Day. National Voter Registration Day in September urges citizens to register to vote. Every state varies on what the date is to check your registration. So make sure you check your registration soon and when your deadline is to update it if you need to do that before our general election in November. And I will say this, there's a lot of people that I know are they don't believe in voting. They don't believe their vote matters. And I will say this about that. Whether or not, if you want to, make a theory that the vote doesn't matter or it does, either way, if you don't, it's not going to matter, period. So I'll just say that about that. Make sure your voter registration is up to date. Do your best to understand what is going on in the local elections around you, because I'll also say that while it may seem like the president's responsible for everything, they're not. Get to know your people that are running locally and go ahead out and vote, because even if they do matter, let's just say for giggles the votes do matter, then you didn't, and so do it and check your registration. So all of that being said, let me go catch up with the chat. I could eat guacamole on everything. It is delicious. It is delicious. And I have some nice ready avocados to go with that cucumber salad you'll be sharing. Yes, I have to tell you about that. Nancy used to love Play-Doh. I do too. Yes. I'm so glad that I'm not the only one that loves raisins. Why do raisins get such a bad rap? I don't understand. Remember how the icing would burn you coming out of the well, the ones that I have been eating don't have icing, but that sounds really good now. That sounds really good now. I love raisins. Yes, I'll take some oatmeal raisin cookies when I come up there. Add it to the list. We're working on it. We're working. Basically, all we're gonna do the entire week Brittany is here is eat. I almost swore there, but we're just gonna eat. Yes, we love cinnamon. And I listen, I feel like our votes matter because I feel like there's something energetically there as well. But and I want to say this while we're on the topic of the upcoming election. I feel Olivia Ambani and I discussed this when she was on the show last, of being sort of in the public eye, as if you will, doing live streams, sharing things that matter to us. I feel very strongly that we have a responsibility to encourage people to educate themselves. There are a lot of people in the world of celebrity that come forward, and I'm not against saying who you're going to vote for, but to encourage people to just go vote for somebody else because you are, I feel like, is wildly irresponsible. I feel like my role as a leader, my role as someone in the public eye, so to speak, meaning that all of my videos and things that I do are public, that my responsibility is to encourage people to educate themselves and to go with what you feel like is going to benefit you and your family and your community and people as a whole, if that's how you choose to look at it. My responsibility is not to come here on the screen and be like, this is the person that I'm voting for, and so you should vote for them too. We all know how we feel about the woodshed around here. But it I stick by this, that I think we could use our platforms so much more effectively to encourage people to learn everything that they can learn, educate themselves, and then go and cast a vote that feels aligned with what you believe in. And I think that that's important. I think that's important with where we're at. So that is what I'll do. Okay, that's what we're here to do. Okay, so listen, we got to do, I have a lot of things I got to catch you up on, so we'll do that now in the daily uplift. Here we go. Oh, I have lots of stuff to catch you up with. First of all, I want to give a big, huge congratulations to past guest and past co-host on the Breakthrough Show, Shoshana Chaim. Shoshana came out with a children's book back quite some time ago called I'm a Peaceful Goldfish. You guys might remember me talking about that. I'm a Peaceful Goldfish. And so we knew that there was going to be another book coming out. Well, the new book has come out. Very exciting. The second one in this series. And this one is called I'm a Courageous Cub. I'm a Courageous Cub. I do not have my copy yet, but it's ordered. They are really amazing books. So I Am a Peaceful Goldfish encourages children to do some deep breathing. And then I Am a Courageous Cub talks about I think kind of power poses and things like that. So these are all mindfulness techniques for children in these books, but it's presented in the way of little animals, really adorable illustrations and things like that. And so I recommend everybody go check out that book. I put the link in the comments for you guys. I Am a Courageous Cub. Congratulations to Shoshana Chaim on your next book. In addition, I shared with you guys that I recently got my copy of Big Vegan Flavor by Nisha Vora. She is the chef behind Rainbow Plant Life, which I have shared with you guys before. There's a lot of content creators in the world of vegan food that I followed for some time, and I'll try recipes, and every now and then I'll get a recipe that's just like okay or not that great for me. Everybody has which is, I think it's fine. Everybody has their flavors and things that they like. But with Rainbow Plant Life, I never once tried a recipe that I wasn't absolutely in love with. I even tried things that I was like, this is not going to be good. And it was amazing. So when Nisha was going to come out with her book, Big Vegan Flavor, Big Vegan Flavor, it's a tongue twister too. I knew that I had to pre-order because it was going to be gold. And in addition to 150 recipes, there are so many techniques in here that are gold, like just so many little things that even if you've been in the kitchen a long time, like I was in the kitchen cooking with my family from the time I was very, very small. And I've done the same with my children as well. And even if you had all that time in the kitchen, I feel like there's little things, little bits that you can learn in here, which is amazing. So when we were talking about this last week, I said I'm gonna cook my way through this book somehow. I thought maybe I would go in order, but I can't bring myself to do that, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm an Aquarius. So I can't go in order. I'm just kind of skipping around. So we tried a few things in here and I want to tell you about them because they were amazing. The first thing we tried was the sexy skillet lasagna. Okay. The sexy skillet lasagna was so freaking delicious. Now, I will say this because I'm gluten-free now. That'll be another show because I'm gluten-free now. I was like, I don't know how this is going to be because we're going to have to use gluten-free noodles. We found some one brand of gluten-free lasagna noodles that is so good. They don't get super mushy, which is a problem with some gluten-free noodles. And so because they weren't the quick cooking noodles that she called for, the recipe did take longer in the oven because we used just the straight up gluten-free lasagna noodles. But the sexy skillet lasagna was so good. So, I mean, just makes you want to cry. Makes you want to cry. It's delicious. And that was served with the whipped tofu ricotta, and then there was another, it's like not marinara or something. I can't remember the title of the recipe, but it's something like not marinara. Because she, and I appreciated this so much about her, she went to go try some like authentic Italian marinara sauces, and she couldn't like match the flavor, that authentic Italian flavor that she was looking for. So she just kind of calls this like a not a marinara sauce, which it's still a really delicious red sauce. It's so good. It definitely is not, I don't think it's different than like what my grandparents used to make. So but it is so good. So it has that sauce, it has the whipped tofu ricotta, and then you bake it all in the oven. It was so good. So good. And what was the next thing we had? Oh, so we made yesterday these cucumbers, this cucumber salad that's in here that is so good, you guys. So you literally take these cucumbers and you smash them. I had never really smashed, I'd seen people do smashed cucumber salads before, but I had never really done them myself. So you like cut the cucumber and then you smash them with your knife. I really still don't know the point of this, but I did it anyway. And then you put a little salt on them and you let them sit. Let them sit a little while. While the cucumbers are sitting, you make this delicious yogurt tahini sauce. So this is home cooked meals with this much flavor take some time, people. Okay, but it wasn't bad. Yogurt tahini sauce was so good, had a little kick to it. And then you also do some vegan hot honey. So it's not really it's not honey because we don't do honey as vegans typically, but you take slice up jalapenos and you cook the jalapenos briefly in some agave. And then you take all of them and you put like seeds and all. This is hot, okay? And you put it into a jar and you let it cool. And then I chopped up some almonds and hand roasted them. So I roast them a little bit. Yes, you saw your comment, Nancy. I made the yogurt tahini sauce, the hot honey. All the recipes are here in the book, Big Vegan Flavor. And the roasted almonds. Now, it did not say to roast your own almonds, but I was like, I'm already making everything else, so I'm gonna go ahead and I just pan sauteed them a little bit, I guess, a little bit of salt with the almonds. And so then you shmia You smear the yogurt tahini sauce on a plate. You put the little bit of salted smashed cucumbers over top. You sprinkle with the roasted almonds, and then you drizzle the hot honey over it. Now, when I tell you, I was like, I don't know how this is going to be because I am, for better or for worse, a separator plate kind of girl. I just am. I enjoy plates that have separate sections and you put different foods in different spots. I can't. So I was looking at this like, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to be. And I was like, oh my God, are the kids going to eat this? My kids are usually pretty good about this kind of stuff, but here we are. And so it was amazing. I literally was getting teary-eyed over cucumbers. The flavors are so complex and so delicious, and it's sweet and salty and spicy and creamy and crisp and all of the things. Crunchy and all of it at one time. It's a party in your mouth. Like I'm literally salivating right now. So delicious. So delicious. So I'm going to put the link in the comments for you guys. Please go get this book for a big this book, first of all, is gigantic. It is so good. So good. I'm putting the link in the comments for you guys. You can go get your copy. But like I said, I kind of was like, her recipes can't continue to be good because there's going to be something I don't like. And maybe there will, and I will report back for sure. But we are trying out a squash recipe this week. And I know we're going to do one tonight. I'm just not sure which one we're going to do yet. But there's a squash recipe we're going to do with I think it's called a warm rice on the side. I mean, it's warm, but she's referring to the spices. And then we're also going to do a tofu dish. So I'll report back on that this week. So I don't know. By the time I come back on Wednesday, we may or may not have tried a couple more recipes. So I will fill you in. But I think we may just like make it a once a week segment because I keep trying all this stuff in here. But so good. Go get your copy. Go get your copy because it's delicious. We have to have a moment. We have to have a moment because I talked about this. I talked about this the other day in our celebration show. Robert Lukian, you guys, is starring. We're gonna use that word, starring on The Voice Romania. And I am so proud of him. I'm getting so moved. I hear you guys this morning. I'm so excited for Robert because when people come onto this show, I get a vibe about people. You know, what was I doing that day, Robert? I don't know. When we met on TikTok originally, I think I was doing some readings and stuff that day. I don't know. And Robert came through and I immediately felt his energy. And I said to myself after that day, I'm like, literally everybody's going to know who Robert is. And then he was on the show. And then I heard him sing, which I didn't even do until after that initial thought. And then I was like, oh my God, everybody's going to know who Robert is. And so to see him on the big stage, 4-chair turn on The Voice, like, I'm so proud of you. And I am continued to be blown away that these initial feelings that I have for people, that I just know that something amazing is going to happen. And then like I watched it with Shelly Belly. I've watched it with Kevin Kiley, Olivia Ambani, Robert, like everybody's doing these amazing things. And it continues to be such, I want you guys to know truly like what a big honor it is for me to have people on here and then watch them do like the biggest, most amazing, beautiful, yummy things. And I'm so proud. I'm just like a mama to all. I'm just like a mama to everybody. And I'm just like, oh, I'm so proud of you. So we're gonna be watching Robert. I hope you go a long, long way. And regardless, everybody's gonna know who you are anyway. And I said that, I coined it from the beginning. So yes, it is. If you go to our virtual community, the Breakthrough Show Network club, the Breakthrough Show Network club, and go into the auditorium, you'll see all of our virtual rooms listed there. In the auditorium, you will see that first initial performance of Robert on I can't even talk now, on The Voice Romania. So so proud of him and so proud of everybody who has been on the show and is doing big things. Like I watch everybody from the moment they come on, and I keep up even if they don't come back and see what we're doing. I'm always trying to see what everybody's up to, and I'm just so proud of everybody. So I'm going to stop saying the word proud and we're going to move on. We're going to take a break, you guys, because I need to get a tissue. To get a tissue. Take a look at the friendship paradox, and we'll be right back after this.
On April 4th, I was 90 years old, grandson of slaves. My parents were first generation free. A long time ago, I embraced the definition of love. Love is the experience of well-being. And a friend is one who mutually shares that experience of well-being with you, which opens up almost infinite creative possibilities.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. It is Monday, September 16th, 2024. I hope you're doing well today. We're just catching up here on the show is what we're doing. I hope you guys will check out the Friendship Paradox. As I mentioned, scheduled to come out the day after Thanksgiving this year. I think that's November 29th. I'm so bad with dates at the moment, but it's in the calendar. It's in the calendar. I think that's what it said on the screen, right? And so I'm really excited about that project, and I hope that you are I hope you are doing amazing and gonna check that out as well. So what else do we have going on? A couple other things to share with you really quickly. One, yesterday I saw not yesterday. I did do something yesterday, but let me go back one more day. Saturday night, we went and saw The Machine at the Gard Arts Center in New London, Connecticut. And first of all, little quick note, last time I went there was with my grandmother, and yesterday would have been her birthday. And so I really was kind of struggling a little bit yesterday because just in my own head, the grief things, the human things. I miss her so very much. And so I had been thinking about her throughout the weekend. And so Saturday we went to the Gard Theater, and I had performed on that stage when I was young as well. I had sung and acted on that stage. And so it was so nice to be back in the building. It's the first time I've been back in there since we moved back home 2 years ago. So that was really beautiful. But we saw The Machine, which is, from what I understand, if I read this correctly, they were the first Pink Floyd tribute band in the United States. And what an incredible show of musicianship. First of all, the female that's on the drums is a beast. She's so good. And she makes playing the drums look absolutely effortless. And then the gentleman on the keyboards, the bass guitar, and the guitar, all of them amazing singers. Sometimes you get, bands that are really good and they kind of have that one, singer that is really, really good and the rest are just kind of okay. All the singers in this band were so good. The musicianship was amazing. It really took you to another place. Now, full disclosure, I'm not the biggest Pink Floyd fan. I do like some of their songs. I knew more songs than I thought that I did once we got there and listened to all the music. So that was super fun. But one of the things about Pink Floyd is that I had a really good friend named Josh Stewart in middle school, and I may or may not have had a little crush on Josh. But anyway, Josh loved Pink Floyd. And unfortunately, when I had just turned, I think I had just turned 16 or I was about to turn 16, Josh was killed while riding his bike by a drunk driver. And that was one of my first like biggest grief experiences, one of the biggest losses I had experienced because uh it was just so hard. We had hung out all the time in middle school. We ended up going to different high schools. We hadn't really talked a whole lot, and then I found out that he was killed. And so when something like that happens, we talked about strongholds on the show last week and how it holds us back from joy. Sometimes the people that we lose are attached to certain things, whether it's a food or a band or a song or something, maybe a movie, I don't know, a color, an animal, whatever. They're attached. We have them in our minds attached to certain things, and we don't sort of allow ourselves to enjoy those things after they pass away because it's hard, right? We have them in our minds attached to those things, and it can be challenging for us to enjoy it again. And so I had, for all of this time since he passed away, I had chosen um not to really listen to Pink Floyd because of that, because it just reminded me of Josh and how hard that was. And I'm so glad that I didn't allow that connection to hold me back from going to this show, because the machine was fire. It was so good. And I just sort of Pink Floyd's one of those bands that you can kind of just sit back and take in and relax. And I just loved it. It was so amazing. So I'm really glad that that didn't end up holding me back from being a stronghold that held me back from going to the concert. And so this is the first time since Josh passed away, all those many, 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 many years ago, to allow myself to enjoy it. And it was really great and wonderful. So we did that on Saturday night. So that was late night number one. Late night number two was yesterday. It always thrills me, and I said this on Instagram, it thrills me to get to see people that have been on the show in person. And we got to see Nicola Vasquez perform yesterday in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. And then we went out to dinner afterwards with Nicola Michael, and then another friend of theirs, and it was so nice just to relax. I got my hug. If you guys don't know, I've told you about this. I've told you about this before. Nicola gives good hug. Also, on Instagram, there is a highlight folder. I call it a folder. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's a collection of highlights on Instagram. It's called Live Hugs, so you'll see it. See it right there. It says live hugs. Okay, so when you click on that, all the people that have ever been on the show, I probably have to add Danielle's there as well. But anyway, the majority of the people that have been on the show, and I meet them in person and I get a live hug, I put them in that folder. And so it's super fun when that gets to happen. But another incredible musician. Nicola has the voice of an angel, and her just such a powerful voice. And one of the funny things is I had put her song Lighthouse, which I love, in my story on Facebook of a picture of my husband and I going to hear her sing. And I went live on Instagram yesterday to record her, and she went into singing Lighthouse. I had no idea that was going to happen, but I was so excited to get that. So you'll hear, if you watch the video on Instagram, you'll hear the very end of a song, and then she goes into singing Lighthouse, which I just love that song. I think about Lighthouse, I think about waves, and when she sings, it kind of sounds like a wave building up, and then it's just beautiful. So Nicola, I'm so glad that we got to meet up and not only hear you sing, but to get to sit and chat and have some time together, which was really lovely. And I know I'll be seeing her more because she's performing more over this way in the coming months. So excited about that as well. Let me scroll down. Danielle's here this morning. Speaking of Danielle, good morning. Good to see you. And so that's what we did over the weekend, and it was super fun and amazing and wonderful. And I hope you all had a good weekend too. And if you didn't, come get you some joy here on Project Joy Live. Let's do birthdays, everybody.
Happy birthday to you.
All right. So we have a lot of birthdays today. First of all, in the world of celebrity, Nick Jonas, 32 years old today, of the Jonas Brothers. You guys Jonas Brothers fans, let me know. Actress Alexis Bledel, you might remember her from Gilmore Girls, and also she is in The Handmaid's Tale, which is a more recent series. 43 years old today. Flo Rida is, could I have said that any more white? Flo Rida is 45 years old today. Happy birthday. Actress and comedian Amy Poehler is 53 years old today. Singer Mark Anthony is 56 years old today. Actress Jennifer Tilly, 66 years old. And the great, incomparable, amazing BB King, who passed away in 2015, has a birthday today as well. In addition, who else did I see? Oh, this morning I had seen that Tito Jackson passed away this morning, of the Jackson 5. So sending good vibes and love and peace to the whole Jackson family and all of the fans of the Jackson 5 and Tito. In the world of our own celebrities, yesterday, Carrie Brunton, who is a guest on the Breakthrough Show, had a birthday. Today, Azadoria Ray, my bestie, that used to work with my husband and now doesn't anymore. I missed your face, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So she has a birthday today. Breakthrough alum Brigitte Boykowski has a birthday today. My own personal hairdresser, Corey LaRose of Mirror Image Salon in Gales Ferry, Connecticut. Little shameless plug there, has a birthday today. And I had some friends growing up in school. Their mom, Mary Jo Schultes, has a birthday today. And also, I want to give a big heavenly birthday to my grandmother, whose birthday was yesterday. And Marjorie Spinato was her name. And she has such a profound impact on my life that I can't even, there would have to be a full episode. And we're not going to do that right now. So lots of amazing birthdays, and let's get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nick, Alexis, Flo, Amy, Mark, Jennifer, BB, Carrie, Azadoria, Brigitte, Corey, Mary, and Marjorie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. I hope you are set up to have an amazing day. Celebrate all week, celebrate all month. I don't care. Do the celebration. That's all I'm going to tell you. However long. Good morning, Mandy. Good to see you. It was such an amazing weekend. Listen, Mandy, we're causing some ruckus over here today. Coming up on the Breakthrough Show Network this week, I'm here with you for Project Joy Live today, Wednesday, and Friday, of course. And we have community meditation coming up in very soon, 10 minutes. Join us in our meditation room, the Breakthrough Show Network.club. Under Chill Spaces, you're going to see a meditation room. Come join us. Teresa's going to lead us through a guided meditation. And then we have co-working happening today. Check in at 12:55 p.m. We work from 1 to 3. On Wednesday, Brittany Floyd hosts Craft Circle 1 to 3 p.m. On Wednesday. And then we have Pomodoro on Friday as well, 9:55 a.m. And Soul Saturday Morning Coffee on Saturday. So join us for that. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here today. I appreciate you so much. And I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and, of course, every day, because you are the joy. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
I've been trying, and I've been lifting myself up.